The line from Eminem's famous song, Lose Yourself, asks if you had one shot or one opportunity, would you capture it? It's harder to answer when you've never had such a chance. One area athlete did get that shot, and the way she responded didn't surprise many, except herself. Growing up on a golf course, Morgan Mussatt was almost destined for a future in the game. She played both basketball and soccer in grade school, but once she made the varsity team at Mills Godwin as a freshman, her fate was somewhat sealed.
I think when I made my high school varsity team, I realized I kind of had something, but everyone's always told me, like, you have a natural talent for the game.
You can look at a player and know that they've got talent. That's one of the things that I like to pride myself in recruiting is I can look at a player and say, yeah, they can play.
Randolph-Macon golf coach Brian Hearn was recruiting several different players when he saw Morgan at a tournament in Williamsburg. Given her obvious ability, Hearn incorrectly assumed she already had several offers from Division I schools.
When you're putting up scores like she was, you're thinking that a lot of D1 schools are going to be knocking down the door and coming in. But once I got to know her and got to see that wasn't the plan, that she was looking for.
Mussatt wanted a smaller school setting for a sport that gelled seamlessly with her admittedly introverted personality.
I kind of like relying on myself to do better. I don't want to have to rely on other people.
She's got such a great mindset in a round and during the game where you and I might get rattled. She doesn't. It's hard to explain sometimes.
And playing for the Yellow Jackets certainly agreed with her game. Morgan was named the ODAC Rookie of the Year and was named first team All-ODAC as a freshman, while setting program records for scoring average and birdies made in a season. But always looking for bigger challenges, Morgan signed up to qualify for this year's USGA Women's Amateur Tournament. Her one shot to make the field was a single 18-hole round in Boca Raton, Florida. On that stage, Morgan turned in the best round of her life. She shot a 5 under 67, the first time she had ever broken 70, and qualified for her first USGA championship.
I was the first group off that day, so I had to wait for everyone to come in, which was really stressful.
This year's women's amateur was played at Southern Hills in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a course that has hosted 16 major championships and was the toughest course Morgan and her coach had ever seen. Morgan's first shot, the longest she's ever hit in her life.
The first day, my first drive, 315 yards. Yeah. Which was unreal.
That golf course is tough. But then you add that they're playing in 110-degree heat. It's ungodly. I think she did great under the circumstances, the pressure and everything that was there. That course was set up for a true national championship.
Morgan doesn't remember what her final score was, just that she didn't make the cut for what's called the match play rounds. But she did learn a valuable lesson about herself and her game and where it might be able to take her.
Just knowing that you can compete against a bunch of D1 athletes, and even though I'm at D3 school, you can still be at that level.
There's more belief. It's like, I belong here, and that's huge. I think that's what really takes guys like us from that amateur level to the next level. There's no doubt in my mind that if she wanted to pursue life like the pros after college, she can get there.
Morgan reports that even though she had to go to extra lengths to explain where Randolph-Macon is, she was treated no differently than some of the best Division I golfers in the field. Play and ability tend to earn respect quickly when you can show that you belong. She's already helped the Yellow Jackets set a pair of school records while finishing second in their first tournament of the season. If you would like to nominate someone for us to profile, email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.